What's going on, YouTube? Thrifty Miss Tisa here. I have a what sold video for you today. First off, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. And if you are a return subscriber, hello, it's great to see you again. So this is for, I have my notes down here. So if I look down here, I apologize. If you hear some little video games in the background, that would be my kids. This is for May 8th to May 14th. This is my combined sales on Poshmark and Mercari. For those of you joining, I am documenting my journey on becoming a full-time reseller in hopes that it will help me gain information and knowledge and share it with other people who are about to make that same jump. I've been inspired by other YouTubers, and so I'd like to document my own journey. First off, let me give a shout out to my husband and my kids. This is my Mother's Day present that we just received in the mail because it came all the way from Australia. It is an artisan on Etsy. I want to say the name of her shop is Wallflower Art. I'm going to link it down below though because she's got gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. So if you're looking for some great fiber art, her shop is the one to go to for sure. And she's got amazing service. So my combined gross profits from Poshmark and Mercari over a total of 9 sales ended up being $186, and my net profit ended up being $119.58. I had a total of 4 sales on Poshmark and 5 on Mercari. I think it's really important to talk about the gross and net numbers because when your net profit is really a true metric of the growth of your business, because gross numbers can be very skewed depending on how much you paid for your goods. So if you bought something for $1,000 and you sold it for $1,001, your gross sales sound fantastic. However, your net profit is not so great. So going into this, Poshmark, I sold a total of 4 items on Poshmark, 5 on Mercari, and the majority of what I sold, I accepted best offers, or I did some negotiation with the buyer, or I sent out best offers. It's a great way to attract sales. So the first thing I sold on Poshmark was a pair of Ann Taylor loft shorts. I thrifted these from my local Goodwill. Didn't pay a whole lot for them, so I sent out a best offer to some people who were interested, and they sold for $14, and I ended up making a net profit of $5.19. Profit is profit. The next item I sold was actually a pair of blank NYC, the borrow shorts. These had like a high-waisted situation, and I got these from a B&G Trading Company box. I actually did an unboxing with this particular item in it. So my gross sales were $23. My net sales were $13.10. Super duper pleased with that. And this is from one of their mid-tier boxes where the average MSRP is anywhere from $30 to $68. The next thing I sold was from that same box of B&G Trading Company goods. It was a pair of 7 for All Mankind rolled cuff shorts. And this buyer actually, she asked me a question about the shorts itself. I answered it, and then she actually didn't send me a best offer. She bought them outright. So I sold them for $35 and ended up making a net profit of $17.30. The final item I ended up selling on Poshmark was a pair of Lucky Brand Sienna Slim boyfriend jeans, and I took a best offer. I had them listed for, I think, 35 or 38, and I took a best offer of 30, and that ended up giving me a net profit of $13.30. So for Poshmark, my total gross sales were $102, and my net sales was a total of $48.89. My Mercari sales ended up being 5 items, as I said before. The first item I sold was something I thrifted from my own home. It was an Anchor Hawking Fire King bowl. It had the back stamp that they were doing like the transition from Fire King to Anchor Hawking, which dated the piece about the early 70s. And it had this really great print on the front of these sort of mod brightly colored flowers. I collect Pyrex, and I love collecting vintage kitchenware and glass. And this is something that I liked, but as I've been clearing out my house during this time of the stay-at-home order, I decided it was something that I could let go. So I ended up selling it for $13 and I made $11.70 once Mercari took their fees out. The next thing I sold was a pair of Lucky brand white cutoff Abby shorts. These I thrifted from my local Goodwill, and I sent out some best offers, and someone ended up purchasing them from me for $14, and my net profit ended up being a total of $5.89. The third item I sold was a pedestal style trinket dish from Germany. It was transferware with a transferware of flowers. Again, this is something I thrifted from my own home, from my own collection, and just decided it was something I could let go. I ended up selling it for $7 and I made a net profit of $6.30. The fourth item I sold was from a box that I bought off of bluelots.com. They often will, it's like a business to business platform if you've never been on there, and I've noticed Stitch Fix will post lots of items that they have pulled and grouped together. So these are items that, possibly were sent out in a Stitch Fix box. And maybe they didn't sell well, or they just ran out of that style or something. So it was this 19 Cooper blue ruffled blouse, and it had this really cute, tiny geometric print on it. I ended up sending out a best offer for this, and a buyer accepted for $15. So I made a net profit of $6.30. The final item I sold at Mercari was a bundle of shorts. My kids are going through a hardcore growth spurt, especially my daughter. And she had a lot of shorts from the previous summer that she didn't really wear because here in Southern California, during the summertime, we literally live in our bathing suits. And so I thought, hey, they were sitting in a bag, and I've been trying to find more things to list since I can't thrift, and I'm, waiting on other boxes that I've ordered from wholesale platforms. And so I noticed the buyer sent me a best offer because I had these shorts broken up to 3 different bundles based on the kind of shorts they were. Because one was like jean shorts, one was a bundle of athletic shorts, and then one was a bundle of like these cotton sort of twill shorts. And I liked all the offers that she sent me, but then I noticed her shipping would have been sky high, defeating the purpose of, trying to get a deal. So I reached out to her, and she was super stoked that I did. And I was glad I did, because if I would have sold each lot separately, her shipping would have been like $24, because these are heavy jean shorts. What, sweetie? Oh, I'm your sweet mama. Thanks, buddy. My son's sitting here playing video games. He tells me I'm his sweet mama. Going back to the bundle of shorts, she would have paid just a ridiculous amount for shipping, and I ended up weighing them all together and found a great deal through FedEx to ship them. So I was able to ship them to her for $12.50. And I think it's important to do that on a platform like Mercari. If the buyer doesn't understand that they can bundle, save them some money. And hopefully they'll end up being a repeat buyer from you, or a repeat purchaser from you in the future, because of the fact that you went the extra mile for them. So that was in total everything from Mercari. I sold the bundle. Hold on. I didn't even tell you how much I sold it for. Excuse me. I sold the whole bundle of shorts for $45. And once Mercari took out their fees, I ended up selling it for $40.50. That was my net profit. So in total, my gross profit on Mercari was $84. My net profit was $70.69. I have no complaints about that. So overall, it was a pretty good week. I'm still learning, still trying to get inventory up, to have more opportunities for sales. Right now, as we are, though, in our stay-at-home orders, it's kind of difficult to do so. Right now, it is Memorial Day weekend, and in California anyway, we did get permission to open up like our restaurants, but they haven't given the final call for like retail establishments and things like that. So still not able to thrift. I'm hoping we will be able to thrift sometimes next week or the week after. And I've completely discussed this, with my husband, because we're both like in the high risk, what the CDC says we're the high risk category, even though, it's been kind of crazy in terms of who and what impacts a person when they catch this virus. But I'm planning to get gloves, planning to use masks, and that's what I've seen that a lot of other people going out there and thrifting have done, where thrift stores are open in their area. So again, thank you so much, you guys, for joining, and I hope to see you soon. Stay safe, happy, and healthy until I see you in the next video.